Welcome everyone. Yes, you might have noticed I am wearing a new t-shirt. In honor of today's video, I am wearing the Buckbeak Hippogryph t-shirt. This is the front. It's very nice. Oh, if you want to see the back, you really want to see the back. Okay. Let me just search zine. Okay, that's the back. I absolutely love it. This is actually a 2XL and it fits. Assuming there's no 3XL, that would have be a bit longer, but this actually fits. So this is the Hippogryph. This is Buckbeak Hippogryph. If magical creatures were real, I would actually go with a Hippogryph. I would name them Buckbeak. Ooh, that also reminds me. My notes say do confirm the Dark Arts Ballerina from yesterday's video. That is actually confirmed. We do actually have a naming system. So there's that. There's also how can I put this? There are new icons on the minimap that we actually get shown, along with place locations and challenge locations as well. Please do check out Hogwarts community. Also, do follow. I'm just gonna bring up Avalanche WB. Do follow Hogwarts Legacy on Instagram and Avalanche WB. Also, today's video that was actually shown, the chat was live. The video for today was not live. It was not a live one. It was a pre-recorded. I can confirm it was pre-recorded because this is actually it. And please don't say Ben Snow from Game of Thrones. There's Jon Snow as well. Do not spoil Game of Thrones for me. If you spoil Game of Thrones for me, I'm going to be very, very mad at you. I am planning to watch that over Christmas. From Christmas Day to God knows when it finishes. So I have a number of weeks to actually go through all seasons. So yeah. If you also want to pick up a Buckbeak Hippogryph t-shirt, please check out your local t-shirt stores, the department stores as well, even Hot Topic or anywhere else, including, I think, Universal Studios. They may have one. I do not know. So please do keep in mind. I also have notes on my mobile phone. Which is showing, my notes actually do show that we have confirmation of how the flying mounts actually work. Also, Channelwood, can you please start posting in the community tab on Hogwarts Legacy's YouTube channel? You are the community manager. Please. Hogwarts Legacy YouTube channel does have a community tab. Post in it. Not everyone can actually see Twitter or Instagram. It's like, oh, I'll just go straight to Hogwarts Legacy YouTube channel. Oh, there's nothing there in the community. I'll just go straight to the website. And let's also confirm that, I'll say that we are going to have to enjoy more. in this video, new icons and everything else. So I'd like to thank Hogwarts Legacy YouTube channel, game director Alan Tew, systems designer Mackenzie Turner, community manager Chandler Wood, and special guest community host Ben Snow. Now, if I was the community host, I'd be saying, after we finish, give me the controller I want to play, and also I want collector's edition take home, is what I'd be asking. But the video does actually start out with what we've already seen. So I'm just going to start it here because it's the most applicable place to actually start, and it's actually saving time.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Hogwarts Legacy Gameplay Showcase. I'm Chandler Wood, Community Manager here at Avalanche Software, and I'm honored to introduce you to our panel today. First up, we have community guest host, Ben Snow.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Thank you so much for having me.
And from the Avalanche team, we have game director Alan Tew.
Hello everybody.
And systems designer Mackenzie Toner.
Hi.
And finally, just off screen capturing gameplay for us, Andrew Corum. Today we'll be giving you a taste of the open world via broom flight, a deeper look at combat using the Dark Arts Battle Arena, and a look at your personalizable home within Hogwarts, the Room of Requirement, where we may even see some beasts. And we're starting right where we left off in our last gameplay showcase, just outside Hogwarts, which I love that you can walk out of the castle after walking through everything, and then just come out here and take off on your broom out into the open world. And Alan, I know that's something that you particularly like about Hogwarts Legacy too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just being able to hop on the broom and go anywhere. There's something about kind of like the sensation of everything being open to you, and just I love the proximity that I can get to things. I love flying close to the ground, and I kind of wanted to talk about it just because I feel like the brooms are fun for me, not just because of all those feelings of exhilaration, but.
Okay, I'm going to pause. You all saw the cleanness of the broom out. Also, would like to point out we have Bombarda, Wingardium Leviosa, Accio, and Incendio as the spells slotted. Also, that jacket, love it. And as we can see, we have a new UI for the HUD icons. Don't know why it pops up. The bottom part keeps popping up. Yeah, I am using my iOS, and something for iTunes just popped up. Great. They can wait. Literally, it can wait. We do have confirmation of a groundskeeper. Groundskeeper, we do have sheep and ram here, or they could be ram. We do have pumpkin patch. This is a different person altogether. And the gameskeeper's on Hogwarts grounds. We're outside of Hogwarts, I think. But we do actually have someone here tending to pumpkins. Remember that scene with Buckbeak? I certainly do. I certainly do remember that scene very, very well. The coat, the jacket movement is very nice.
I have a broom and it's done.
Also, I'd like to pause here because this is actually a shot from. This area is actually a shot from the State of Play video. Remember Natsume? We meet her here. And yes, that is the exact Floo Flame. That is the exact Floo Flame location. Not to mention there's a challenge, and then there's two chests on that side and a chest sitting over there with in reach of the challenge.
I actually kind of like some of the mechanics in it. So you see in the lower right.
We have a potion cellar. Yes, that's right. There is a potion cellar right here, so do keep in mind.
There's a meter there, and occasionally as Andrew's kind of flying up or flying down, you might notice it draining or not. And this isn't the present day where all the broom technology is well known and advanced and everything that we know and love. This is an earlier time where they're still trying to figure out.
That white dot we saw was for a search. Also, there is a page on to the characters,
You know,
right?
we're not at the 3,000 yet. We're at the 11. So
I'd like to correct Andrew Thierry here. It is Nimbus 2000, Nimbus 2001, and Firebolt. We don't know about any other broom because we never actually see any other broom. We only know those 3 models. So it's not the Nimbus 3000. It was the Nimbus 3000. Hey, that would be great. But we still know the Firebolt is still the fastest broom. For those who actually know how to use the Firebolt and how to control it, and how to get the best out of it. Also, if you notice it on the mini-map, there is a location, new location.
I'm just so speechless right now because this is just so beautiful. The world was so. But by the way, the broom is that like the only.
And I am agreeing with Ben Snow, it is beautiful. I was speechless when they actually started, when they were in the first gameplay showcase. I could literally cry. How well done Hufflepuff Common Room and the dormitory looked. Just looks. I could cry. Even the House Hourglasses, I could cry. But we do have confirmation of a rideable mount in this, especially a flying type mount. They can also run on the ground. Actually, 2 of them.
Why or can you like upgrade that broom?
Yeah, so we have a stop in Hogsmeade, actually a broom.
I'm going to pause here. There is a page on the left hand side, so do commit this to memory. Just commit it to memory.
Shop. And so that sells a variety of different brooms. And it was important to us that the player could customize themselves.
Even this Flue Flame part here as well. And also they're talking about the shop in Hogsmeade. The quality sporting supplies. Or quality sporting needs. So do keep in mind, we do get confirmation of broom upgrade quests.
Based on their own aesthetic. So they're purely cosmetic, but if you talk to the shopkeep and help them out, he'll actually sell upgrades.
yeah, and those upgrades will make it so that where normally the broom you can only fly, you can only go at max speed. It's kind of like a turbo meter. You can only go at max speed without the meter going down, kind of closer to the ground. And as you raise into the air, you notice the meter.
Would we be able to cast Repairer on that bridge? Let me just...
Distance from the ground, and they're going down, kind of close to the ground. And as you
Yeah, this bridge. Would we be able to cast Repairer on it? I'm thinking we'd be able to cast Repairer on this bridge to
raise
fix it.
into the air, you'll notice the meter drop. And so those upgrades will allow you to increase that distance from the ground. And the broom owner at the sporting goods store in Hogsmeade is trying to perfect the broom and get better at it and know it better, and you can participate that and get better and better brooms with it.
And I love that mechanic encourages you to actually explore the world and kind of stay close to the ground. It's not just a travel mechanic, point A to point B. You're not just flying high over everything, although
I will be coming to this graveyard. I don't care. As soon as I have the Mandrake unlocked, I'm going to keep an enemy airborne, whip out the Mandrake to stun him, and wouldn't care less.
it's beautiful, something I really love doing, but
Oh, and also we do have another new icon as well. This icon means that it could be something underground, so I'm going to be exploring that when I get the the Xbox Series X version of Hogwarts Legacy, which actually comes out on the 7th of Feb for the Deluxe and Digital Deluxe versions. The base game does come out on the 10th of Feb for Xbox Series X and PS5. The Xbox One and PS4 versions come out on April 4th. That's both digital and deluxe. That's both digital deluxe editions. Both digital and physical, I should say, with the base game. There's no multiplayer, no microtransactions. There is a one-off thing that you can actually buy, which is the Dark Arts Arena Battle Pack. That's all you'll be able to buy, and that's it. There's going to be no need to for anything else. They might include other DLC later on, probably 2 or 3 years later. Nintendo Switch version, both the deluxe edition and the base game, does come out on the 25th of July.
But as well, there's lots to explore on the ground, and so kind of keeping it down at the ground
And
level.
to me, it feels like it's got this kind of surfing vibe over the.
Oh my god, like I'm just like I want to snatch the controller.
Map, chest. Also, I'm agreeing with Ben Snow. I would want to snatch that controller and just go for it. I want to see how fast I can go, how far I can go, where I can go, what I can explore, and then just be like, yeah, thanks guys. I can cry.
Pull up from Andrew right now because I want to go to the mountains, I'm going to go to the forest and to the hamlet, or I don't know if that's how it's called. I think that's what it is.
No, it's awesome. We're actually gonna land here, and I feel like that you call it a hamlet is just perfect, just because that's what we refer to it as. And so we all know from lore that Hogsmeade is the only all wizarding village within Britain. But we wanted other opportunities to kind of meet other characters out here, and to kind of.
We do have a NPC making a little concert. Also, keep in mind of the pages here as well.
Populate the landscape.
Oh, and we do actually have a name here as well. Not sure if you can see it. If anyone can actually grab that name, that would be awesome. So we can actually say it.
Just kind of, bearing as you leave out this section of language. And so we just imagine these different dwellings, these different smaller locations that wizards might live in out in the Scottish Highlands. And so it's those. And so we refer to those as hamlets, and they're opportunities to learn those wizards' stories, how those different locations have kind of like learned to live, what their relationships are with characters at Hogsmeade and Hogwarts.
Yes, there's a page there. And a chair that we can actually sit in.
And so they're both quest opportunities out here and a chance to kind of get to know more of the area, even beyond Hogwarts and Hogsmeade that we've already experienced. And you also notice on the mini-map like lots of little icons, and each one of those represents game.
Okay, we have Brookborough, Hogsmeade, no, Lower Hogsmeade, Arrow.
Gameplay in the hamlets that you can participate.
We have Hogsmeade,
You know,
Arranshire. We have other signs here.
whether it's a vendor or different puzzles and challenges or different secrets that exist.
This is either Ranger or something. I can't say
Each
because of
one
the
those
light,
icons
because
are different.
they actually, because of the light and the way it is, they actually do something. Can I actually probably swap this to that? Let's just go back. Oh, there.
Those
That looks a bit better.
represent gameplay in the hamlets that you can participate in. Whether it's a vendor or different puzzles and challenges or different secrets that exist.
Oh, okay. That looks like it's danger.
Each one of those icons are different opportunities for gameplay, and you'll notice that same thing as we
I'm just gonna swap back down to 1080p. It'd be better for me.
venture out into the open world as well. So when you go out into the open world,
Here we have a potion seller that we can actually buy potion ingredients from. And if you actually see on the minimap in the bottom left corner, we do have a lot of icons. One of them actually comes up automatically green as we approach it. There's the Blue Flame network. So we can actually talk to this potion vendor. We can buy ingredients. We can probably buy recipes as well from her.
in the world, and you see those icons, whether they're on the mini-map or on your map or off in the distance, those things are opportunities to say, like, I want to increase my inventory capacity. They're puzzles left behind by old wizards, that you can solve that actually grant you those. If you see ruins off in the distance and you visit them, you might find opportunities to actually expand and learn about your ancient magic. And as you kind of encounter different enemies dotted on the landscape, sometimes those characters, poachers,
There's our page. Oh, and we actually get to take a drink of butterbeer.
the dark wizards, might be importing different magical resources that are valuable to you as you're playing the game. So each one has kind of like a way to connect to our gameplay loops and provide different opportunities that just kind of reward you for poking around.
I mean, I run away when I'm just cover all those points on the map, just to go load it.
Well, we've flown on a broom already, but there is something that we haven't done. So
Okay, get ready for the best part. I know a lot of people are actually going to be screaming their heads off and going nuts. I know I am.
And that is getting on our flying mount. We're gonna hop on our Onyx Hippogryph here. The Onyx Hippogryph is our pre-order bonus.
Oh my god, there just like pops out of the you can use it as a horsey? I mean, a horse. I guess that is a horse.
Yeah.
Hop on our Onyx Hippogryph here. The Onyx Hippogryph is our pre-order bonus.
Oh my god.
Oh, that looks so. That just looks so smooth, and the detail on him, on her or him or it looks so good. I'm going to name him Buckbeak. I'm sorry, I'm naming my Onyx Hippogryph Buckbeak straight up. I don't care.
Oh wait, you can use it as a horsey? I mean, a horse. I guess that is a horse.
They mount.
Yeah, as a hippogriff, you can totally ride it like a ground mount, and you can lift off into the air. And we try to make sure that each of those interactions, so the broom's really good at reaching that top speed, at kind of traveling the world as quickly as possible. But sometimes it's really nice to get on the hippogriff because of that ground speed or those transitions. And sometimes it just feels amazing just to be riding around on it. Yeah, it really is kind of like, I don't know, it's a great feeling being on it. And it's a great feeling managing those transitions, kind of going from run to fly and just being able to go wherever you want. And we try to make sure that each one of these things
It's
that
beautiful.
have a unique identity and a reason for being.
So we also have a dueling feat, and yes, being able to fly on a hippogriff is beautiful. I'm literally crying because it's so beautiful. Also, we have like I said, there's a dueling feat, slow a loyalist assassin, so you'll be able to do that. We do have confirmation of magical beasts icon.
And, oh my god, like I see like different like areas, like a swampy area. But like, can you go to like entire map and?
Oh, and also we have a Dungbug. Let me just pull that up. We also get confirmation of a another magical creature as well. So we are going. The Dungbug is a marsh-dwelling magical creature found in Europe and the Americas. So basically, this is a marsh. It's not a swamp. This is a marsh.
Where you go, there are regions that are like blocking you.
Yeah, as soon as you, there's kind of a moment where the world kind of opens up to you outside of Hogwarts as a student, and right from that moment, early on in the game, you can go wherever you want. And so you might find more difficult challenges in different areas, and you'll see different spots as Andrew's moving around, like you mentioned, the swamp. But there, we have got like a coast, and we've got different types of environments out in the world, just to kind of pepper your experience, reward you for exploring, keep things fresh.
Go back here. This is a new icon. Okay, this is a new icon.
Move around, like you mentioned, the swamp. But there,
And yes, there is another area underground, and yes, that is a magical beast icon.
we have got like a coast, and we've got different types of environments out in the world, just to kind of pepper your experience, reward you for exploring, keep things fresh. All those things exist within the
I love that windmill. It's like so rustic. Like I keep forgetting that this is like 1800s. It was in a world we've never really seen before. Like it feels so authentic. Like it just, it's part of it.
Yeah, I love this vista too, and I'm gonna have Andrew stop here. We're gonna use a bit of magic to change the seasons. Actually, I want to see. I
And
want to see what this world looks.
there is a page. Also, this is what I mean by this video is not actually a live video. I already showed you what's on the Instagram for Avalanche WB. That was posted 2 days ago. This was shot 4 days ago.
Looks like we're covered in snow.
Yes. Yes, please. I love.
And there they are, dancing away. The please wait, entering dev commands. That is actually in post production. Okay, what's just a quick update. There are new Lego Harry Potter sets coming out next year. There is a Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition. It was some disappointment from some camps upon release. Let me just see if I can find it. Here we are. No, that's not it. Here. No. We do have kind of like a re-release of Lego Harry Potter set number 4762, Rescue from Mer People, and 76402, Triwizard Tournament, the Black Lake. There's also a hilarious on-set detail. Doesn't just feature Harry's shoulder-length hair, but also Ron's. Both boys have sweeping locks that have been poked at by fans of the films for years, as well as the actors themselves. There were some awkward stages for sure. Rupert Grint, who played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films, told, yeah, blah blah blah. We have new Lego sets, which I'll be trying to find, because we have the Gryffindor house banner, the Slytherin house banner, Ravenclaw house banner, the Hufflepuff house banner, Hogwarts Room of Requirement, and the Triwizard Tournament, the Black Lake. All these are set for release March 1st next year. Though knowing my luck, they're actually probably going to be out a month beforehand.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with him. Winter looks so beautiful, and I'm calling a winter ASMR video. Probably a month beforehand. Before PS5 version, the Xbox Series X version of Hogwarts Legacy gets released.
Oh my goodness. This is so pretty. Like, it was so realistic. Oh my god, it changes the landscape like completely. Oh my god, does it have like actual like gameplay impact? Like impact on the gameplay, or does it like it's just the weather of Scotland?
Yeah, we really use it as a narrative marker through the game. So as you're progressing through the main storyline, it was important for us to kind of like have those moments that kind of felt like when you're reading the books or watching the movies, where you'll see kind of like the title card winter, and now the landscape has changed, and you're really feeling that passage of time while you're a student, going through your year in Hogwarts. And I think we wanted to duplicate that, and for me, it's really fun that it's not just on the outside, which I agree, I think is really beautiful, but within the school as well. So there are moments like when it reaches certain holidays.
There's another magical beast, and also we may be able to go to this area as well, because there is something underground that we can explore.
Things like that, where Hogsmeade reacts to holidays, and the school reacts to holidays, and you see the decorations around those environments change. That really helped just kind of make me feel like I'm there. Yeah. And it's not just for the seasons, those kind of vibe things. Like we have a day-night cycle, and that day-night cycle, even though similarly, like it's largely about vibe. When you go into Hogsmeade in the evening, there's less characters there. Around the school, you notice it kind of dies down and quiets down. When there's just candlelight and students kind of like as you're walking through the halls. But in that day-night cycle is where we've kind of placed a few items where, whether or not you can collect them or whether or not you can interact with them, that are a little bit restricted by the day-night cycle.
And I love Andrew's flying up here, really high up on the Hippogryph, and we're just looking at this view of Hogwarts in the distance. It's just absolutely beautiful.
That is a beautiful view.
Beautiful. It's part of what I love most about flying around in this game, whether it's on a Hippogryph or on the broom.
I mean, you talk about going anywhere and things that you can see in the distance, and that's one of my. I still can't get over no matter I play this so much, but I still can't get over the fact that I can see Hogwarts out there, and there's just something beautiful about knowing that all of the things inside of it, the classrooms, the students, the professors, all the places I can go, I can just fly my Hippogryph, land in the courtyard, enter the front doors, and just walk, to the library, to class, or to the greenhouse, or to my common room. That it's all contiguous.
And there's our mongrels. So let me just because I tried finding these and all I'm getting is mongrel, which is a mixed type of breed of dog. And I don't have my Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book either. Well, let's just go to the list of creatures, because I do want to actually find these, because we have the pulsar. We can actually interrupt the charging aura with the pulsar, apparently. There are a number of dragons as well. And of course, the one thing you actually want to look at and try and find is not on the Harry Potter wiki. I'm very disappointed.
Just kind of like one space is still exciting me after all.
I mean, I'm I'm speechless right now. Just absolutely beautiful. Just
As much as we want to spend a lot more time out here
There's another area that we can actually visit straight away, mind you.
just flying around, experiencing the world.
And yes, keep in mind, this is still the same area that we meet Natsume in.
I think this is a great opportunity to switch over to combat. And last time we gave you kind of an intro to combat. This time we're going to really go a lot more of a deep dive on using the Dark Arts Battle Arena, which is part of our deluxe edition. All right, Andrew's got us in the Forbidden Forest, which is where the Dark Arts Battle Arena is, which is part of the Deluxe and Digital Deluxe Edition. I love the way that the Dark Arts Battle Arena is actually part of the world, it's integrated into the world. So
I love that cloak. I love the Dark Arts hat as well. I just love the cloak.
your experience is more immersive than just choosing an option from the main menu of the game or something like that.
Reason to go to the Forbidden Forest.
Exactly. Well, there are many reasons to go to the Forbidden Forest, but he's also wearing the Dark Arts cosmetic set, and here he's pulling out the Thestral, which is part of.
That was smooth. Very smooth. And it looks so beautiful. Can you actually imagine riding the Thestral into Hogwarts? The students are just going to be like, well, What's he flying on? Did he actually learn how to fly with not using a broom? Also, the we do have a new icon, which is for the Acromantula, and we actually have this icon, which actually leads to Dark Arts Arena. So this icon here is the arena icon. Keep in mind, please.
That Dark Arts pack from the Deluxe and Digital Deluxe edition. So we're going full Dark Arts here.
That's good. That's what I'm doing.
But I like this this battle arena. It is a great place to show off really combat in a big way because it unlocks some interesting abilities for you and allows you to really play around with combat in a deep way.
And is this like the only arena like this in the game where you can like practice?
Yeah, so in the base game we have 2 combat arenas normally, and so everyone has access to those. And each of the combat arenas are an opportunity to kind of just go through a difficult combat challenge, fight through multiple waves, in order to earn a different cosmetic for your character and add that to your.
Okay, you all remember how to get to platform 9 3/4, right? Walk straight between platform 9 and 10. Best if you better do it at a run if you're scared. This is what's gonna happen.
Your collection. In the case of the,
Keep watching. It's gonna happen.
that's no different than the Dark Arts.
Oh, and we do actually have some new spell icons. Also, with this, we get access to unforgivable curses like Avada, Imperio, and Crucio, as well as the Blasting Curse Configuro. In addition to their unique and devastating effects, unforgivable curses break through all shield charms.
Battle arena, that's also true. The combat arena, but one of the things that we're excited about in the Dark Arts Battle Arena that people can do is you come in preloaded with different abilities. So the unforgivable curses are something that everyone's going to have access to through the base game and going to be able to earn, and they can make choices in order to kind of like add that to their repertoire, and they can also commit to that down with certain talents and things like that. When you play the Dark Arts Combat Arena, you actually have access to all those things as kind of like a way to test them all. And so it's a chance to kind of like tour and play with the Dark Arts and decide whether or not that is a path that you kind of want.
Okay, I'm pausing it. This screen actually shows the video of how the spell works. We do have our 3 unforgivable curses here, which have all just been slotted. So we have Avada, either Imperio and Crucio here. We have a few other spells here, as well as one of them being Incendio and the other one being, I think, Defendo or something. Then we have other spells as well. So we can't exactly see this. And like I said, this has actually been blurred in pre-production after it was all shot. Ben Snow got to see it, so lucky him. My notes, I'm looking at my mobile phone, my notes actually do say that we will be seeing this in game. So even though we're not allowed to see this, we get confirmation that we can actually set up our spells before actually going into the arena. Oh, and I am going to be deeply sorry that this video is actually going to be long. So if you thought this was going to be a very short video, you are sadly mistaken, because we are breaking this down.
But yeah, everyone has the same ability to explore the Dark Arts. This is just kind of like a way of preview.
And again, a great place for us to show off combat in general. So I think we're gonna jump in here. Andrew's gonna start battling, and we can start talking about everything you're seeing on the screen.
All right.
Oh!
So,
Listen carefully. Okay, just listen carefully. You can hear Avada Kedavra being said.
Here, Andrew's gonna start battling, and we can start talking about everything you're seeing on the screen.
all right.
Oh my god. We're start.
Also, keep in mind of the dueling feet. Yeah, again, need Stupefy. Also, this is Crucio. So if we link everyone up with Crucio and then cast Avada Kedavra, you're gonna be clearing out everything.
Starting off strong.
Oh my god,
Starting off strong.
was that Kujiro? Oh my god. That's so cool.
Imperio.
Yeah, so that you'll notice right away, like when we used Avada Kedavra, that guy's health bar went from instant to 0, and we really are trying to honor the way Avada Kedavra works in the game, even in some pretty extreme situations. You'll notice that like the meter takes up a lot longer to
Yeah, a little
kind of
cooldown.
build up as a way to kind of deal with its extreme power, just so that it's still fun to use. And then there's some ways that we'll probably talk about to adjust that. But I don't know. I don't know if there are things on the screen that you just have questions about.
Well, like I see like little blue things pop from
Yeah.
the enemies. Also, like that sign. Well, it's like so in the community we call it the ancient magic sign. I don't know if that's how it's called
Yeah.
in the game.
So the community is astute. So on the development side and in player facing the game, we reference that as your ancient magic community.
Oh,
I was literally right. I called it. If you're wondering what I called, it was this. This is our ancient magic meter. This is our ancient magic that we get to use. So me calling it, thanks. Also, we have a use a mandrake against an enemy.
so it is ancient magic.
Yeah. So as your abilities in the game keep growing and you become exposed to some of the secrets about your own kind of history and your own abilities, you start unlocking new powers. So one of those powers, you'll see the R1 button appearing throughout the game. That's an ancient magic throw, we call it, that allows you to kind of like draw an object to you and fling it at an enemy.
Okay.
But whenever you see the R1 or the L1 plus R1 appear over somebody's head, that's an ability to cast a very devastating and powerful ancient magic spell to do a ton of damage against the character. And the way that manifests itself depends on the type of enemy that you're fighting. And you'll see a wide variety of enemies in here that are pressuring the player in different ways. You'll notice there's abilities that kind of bubble up.
Let me just go back.
The way that manifests
Watch.
itself
Watch here.
depends on the type of enemy
Okay, so we saw L1 and R1.
that you're fighting. And you'll see a wide variety of enemies.
We just got our ancient magic. We just got seen used. That guy just flew. Okay, he flew.
Here that are pressuring the player in different ways. You'll notice there's
Oh, yeah,
abilities
Avada Kedavra
that kind of
again.
bubble up under the player as he's fighting that force him to move. And there's different ways that we want the player to kind of move around on the battlefield. And that's actually a good link to the ancient magic meter in general. And the reason I say that is because as you're doing different things in combat, you're protegoing and you're
Yeah, keep in mind of your dueling feats as well. You need to actually use Protego successfully 10 times, along with perform a dueling combo 30 times.
doing different abilities and you can kind of step into it with challenge. There are different ways to get that meter to build faster and faster. But one of the most effective base ways to build up that meter fast, that way you can launch these devastating attacks on enemy monsters, is to actually perform combos. So you see that combo appearing, and it's almost like your emotions are building up, and then basically that builds up enough that you can attack someone. But as the combo meter builds up, at some point you strike someone and a piece of their magic kind of falls out of them. You'll see blue orbs in the game world, and there's something that only you can see in the narrative in the world. And it's another reason to move around on the battlefield. If you can go up and collect those things and put them in, they give big jumps to that ancient magic meter as we're playing.
We're talking a lot about spells and magic here, but I think there's another huge component of combat, and that is the tools that you can bring to combat as well to kind of change the way you play. And I think Mackenzie knows a lot about.
He got transfigured. Oh, let's get back.
Put them in, they give big jumps to that ancient magic meter as we're playing.
We're talking a lot about spells and magic here, but I think there's another huge component of combat, and that is the tools that you can
It's coming.
bring to combat as well to kind of change the way
What?
you play.
Watch him. Watch this guy.
And I think Mackenzie.
He just got transfigured into a chicken. Now I feel like chicken. I feel like Kentucky fried chicken. Large popcorn chicken combo. Large. I feel like chicken. I feel like KFC now.
He knows a lot about what's going on with the plants and potions.
And so the tools are really interesting because they're basically like a prior investment. So you can bring the potions and the plants that you grow in the Room of Requirements to combat to essentially kind of help you defeat enemies a lot quicker and more efficiently. So some of the tools that you'll see here are like the rock skin potion. So that is something that basically covers your skin in this like rocky material that reduces the incoming damage that you receive.
Oh, okay, so that was the rock skin potion. My bad. That's not the invisibility potion, it's the rock skin potion. Okay. So we got some clarification. I keep calling it the invisibility potion.
So against big enemies, hard-hitting enemies like trolls, that's super helpful.
Oh my god, she's just destroying the troll. Just
Bye, troll. Bye, troll. Wait, bye to troll.
Obviously, we have the Wiggenwell potion as well, which increases your health. And then we have the focus potion. So when Alan talks about having to balance Avada Kedavra with a long cooldown, because obviously it's an instant kill, one thing that you could do is brew a focus potion, and that will...
Okay, so here's our tool wheel. We have a focus potion, and yeah, that's a recipe. So we got the dewbug tongue, the foxweed stem, and lacewing flies. I think we got seen it.
Long cooldown, because obviously it's an instant kill. One thing that you could do is brew a focus potion.
Yeah, that's Chinese chomping cabbage. We got the venomous tentacular, the mandrake, the stone skin potion, and then we have the focus potion.
And that will increase how quickly your cooldowns regain.
Right. There's just so much like versatility, like in what the character is doing to the troll right now. Like he's just bouncing around the arena. He's like nuts. And the troll
And we do actually get XP.
makes him move around too. Like
And I love that our plants are violent.
Yes, and so that's like when we're talking about the setup of the arena. You also have plants that you can fight with, and so we have things like the venomous tentacula that you can put down, and it acts like a turret, and it just kind of shoots enemies around the battlefield.
that is so cool. This is like a truly like Hufflepuff way to approach the battle. Yes.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. So there were these like multiple ways, and so you can see there's a ton of different things you can use. The mandrake is one, so you can pull it out and it stuns with its like piercing cries enemies.
Also, we're not going to be seeing the chomping Chinese cabbage because we actually saw that in the state of play.
The radius.
And another thing I want to call out that we're seeing on the side of the screen here is these dueling feats, which I love because I love anything that prompts me to play a game in a different way, a unique way. I don't want to get stuck in my style, you know? And so this is a way to, if you want to get stuck in your style, go for it. If you just want to blast people with spells, go for it. But we also want...
He got evaporated? He wait, what? Let's go back.
Stuck in my style, you know? And so this is a way to, if you want to get stuck in your style, go
Watch.
for it. If you just want to blast people with spells, go for it. But we also want...
We know that from Deathly Hollows with Molly Weasley doing the same thing. The Weasleys actually know ancient magic? Does Molly Weasley's side know ancient magic? I'm okay. Trying to process that. I'm trying to process that information because if Molly Weasley's side of the family knows ancient magic and she's passed that ancient magic down to her offspring, to Ron and such, we know the Weasleys are an ancient magical family. But we don't know Molly's side. We get told, Aunt, whatever her name is. Ron's aunt's name. That's all we get. Aunt Bessie. That's all we get in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Ron's dress robes are from Aunt Bessie. They look like they're from Aunt Bessie. They smell like they're Aunt Bessie. So, who is exactly Molly's family? Who is her family? This raises more questions. And I literally mean this raises more questions because we've seen this. And if people say, oh no we haven't. Yes we have. Go back and watch the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. What does Molly Weasley do to the one who killed Sirius Black? What she does to Bellatrix Lestrange in the Battle for Hogwarts. Literally just blows her up from the inside out. This raises more questions about Molly Weasley's family side than anything else. So start asking around. And I literally mean start asking around.
Want to have some things over here that may make you use certain plants or certain potions or block more or...
Yeah, we mentioned the field guide challenges in the prior stream, and the field guide challenges, this is the way the field guide manifests like challenges for you to do. And exactly to your point, we just wanted a way to encourage players to explore the different systems, to help them decide to just kind of practice with them and explore what they want to do, because there really are so many different ways that you can push talents. When you see the green
He just got to tell us.
point, we just wanted a way to encourage players to
We know this goes
explore
green.
different systems to help them decide to just kind of practice with them and explore what they want to do, because there really are so many different ways that you can push talents.
And we have the square button. If you are playing on Xbox, that would be, I think that's the X button. Let me just grab my Xbox controller. You are going to be playing that? Yeah, that is the X button on the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X. But if you do have an Xbox Series X, I advise you to get the Digital Deluxe Edition. Or if you want the keyring, if you are in Australia, or the pins, go to EB Games for your Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition. You'll get a free keyring. If you are wanting the pins, go to JB Hi-Fi and ask for the JB Hi-Fi Deluxe Edition exclusive that you can pre-order.
When you see the green X's on characters, and that's kind of through your talents you can unlock this kind of cursing mechanic that sort of like links the fates of these different characters on the battlefield. That way, as you get as you're cursing different characters, they all begin sharing damage. And so we have things like Avada Kedavra, which is the insta kill. But if you curse everyone before you insta kill this one guy, they can all drop dead for that kind of ultimate.
Okay, like I said, curse everyone, then use Avada Kedavra to make them drop dead. After you've cursed them all, one way to actually clear out a whole wave.
And so, oh my god, there are dark arts fantasies. There's fantasies about being more of a defense against the dark arts character, things like that misty step.
He got transfiguration into it.
On the battlefield, and we can also spec into our potions and plants to make them more powerful and more efficacious. So it's all about which type of player you feel like you are, and whether or not you want to play with why or with deliberation, and those are all different options.
That is so cool because it's like I see so much like going on the screen, so much.
Okay, so that whole battle arena can be cleared out in less than 7 minutes. And you actually do get XP. Would the battle arenas be a way for XP farming? And of course, we do actually have a different house logo here. So we have the Slytherin logo.
And I want to just try it myself, like which style works best. I mean, I feel like it's the dark arts is usually the style, but
So we can restart the challenge or return to Highlands. That's good. That is good to know.
ancient magic, to be honest, feels like much more powerful than just the dark arts.
Yeah.
And speaking of plants and potions, we're going to be putting the dark arts away, put those unforgivable curses away, and heading to the.
Can I play more with them, please? Play more with them. We want to see more. Especially with Molly Weasley's, like how we can actually blow someone up from the inside out. Molly Weasley's knows that spell. Why does she know that spell? Does her side of the family have ancient magic running through them? Did she pass it on to Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred, George, Ron, and Ginny? I want to know. Yes, I know it's a spell, but it's also we just add confirmation that it's also ancient magic. It raises more questions than answers here.
Room of Requirement, which is your home within Hogwarts, a personalizable space that actually has some utility as well, where you get to brew things and grow things, and also care for some beasts. All right, Andrew's got it.
I'm gonna pause. This makes a very lovely looking screenshot. Not to mention, if you actually see the Flu Power Network here, we can actually toggle to here, and if we go here, we actually see 3 new spells. Oh, and apparently use 6 Weaken Bolt potions as well. So we do actually see the Vivarium here, and up here. We do see the statues of the Niffler and something else here.
Just in the Room of Requirement, we kind of went casual mode on the outfit here, wearing a nice jumper.
Oh, and they actually confirm what this is.
And I think that's a good jumping off point.
Also, let's just get back just a teeny weeny little bit. There's another vivarium there, so we do have different vivariums. Okay, we clear. Good.
A good jumping off point. For the personalization of the space as well, not just the character.
There's our loon.
And the visuals of the character, but actually this space is a place that you can make your own.
Yeah, it was super important to us that this space really did feel like your reflection.
There's our scientific potion making stand. Oh, we also have that medieval torture device. Great. If you're wondering what I mean this thing. Right behind this.
As a wizard. So you can change the architecture in here.
Yeah,
different
what?
Themes throughout, starkly different themes, to really just hammer home that this is you.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, we can also change the color too.
Oh my god!
That looks so cool.
This is beautiful. We never expected that to be. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's the thing is not only can you change the architecture here, but you can actually conjure little objects into this space, as you can see. So there's like statues.
Let me just go back. So we have potions, herbology, things that we can make. Animal things. We have other stuff. We have Halloween and Christmas. I'm so happy. I'm gonna go full out Halloween with it. I don't care. I'm gonna have Halloween decorations. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. We also have tables, chairs, rugs, places where we can read and such. I think that's statues, that's paintings or portraits. Like I said, this could be for animals and something. I have no idea that we can conjure yet. I have no idea what. We have plants. This is tools maybe. We have potions. So we're just gonna go rugs.
There's like statues that you can do, and ornaments, and tables, and rugs, and
So we just seen the medium scientific rug. We got the small scientific rug. We have I think that's the large scientific rug. Or is it that one? I'm not entirely sure because I don't go to it. But we do have 999 Moonstones.
statues that you can do, and ornaments, and tables, and rugs, and just a bunch of little things that really flesh out the space and bring it to life.
Oh, because like we have an idea that those places where you brew stuff, that's where you can change, but you can do all of this. Where do you even get this stuff? Like, there's a furniture store?
Yeah, so we can.
Oh, furniture store. I love that, Ben. I love that you actually said where do we get this stuff? A furniture store? I wish there was a furniture store. Please put a furniture store in. So I can actually get everything I want to actually decorate. I don't care.
Call them conjurations. And the conjuration.
Oh, and we can actually see Gryffindor here. So we don't know if we're Gryffindor or Slytherin. I have no idea because the house thing's not coming up on that side.
And recipes can be purchased at Tomes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade. But
There we go, confirmation.
can be purchased at Tomes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade.
Tomes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade. So we have to learn them. All of them.
But also as you engage in different types of gameplay throughout the world, you'll be rewarded with different objects.
That's so cool. And you change color?
You can change the color, you can change the size of it, and you can place it basically anywhere.
Oh my god, it's so tiny! It's like from Baby Niffler.
And I love how the system too is designed. It's not mechanical; it's immersive, and so you get the magical effect of conjuring it in, and you're actually doing this in the world as your character. But
Can we go downstairs and yeah, we can actually change the portraits and everything else.
the way you blended like that gameplay with the immersive design of personalizing
Oh
the
my
space.
god, like, and I love the animation, how it like appears, you know, like it's not just like,
I spy a phoenix statue. I want the phoenix statue.
like there, it's like, it almost like evaporates.
It is really quite beautiful, and that was the thing, is we wanted that to look really nice because the magic in the wizarding world is everywhere. It's physical, it's kinetic, and it's whimsical. We really wanted to nail that whimsy in the face. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is that not only can
Small
you
planter.
like conjure things and you can change their look, but you can do that with the utility objects as well. So you can see that we have planting pots and potion stations, and you can change the look of those.
Oh, I love the
as
scientific one.
And these are the areas where, as we mentioned previously, you'll be growing your plants, you'll be brewing your potions.
Gryffindor.
Right.
So while you're
Oh, yeah.
also doing these like kind of nurturing based activities, this is also the space where you would bring your gear to be identified and gear to have like traits put on it, which I believe Alan can talk to.
Oh.
Yeah, we keep bringing up appearance and how it looks, and on the, like in the game you can look like anything you want to whenever you want to.
Okay, we have Ravenclaw. That there is Ravenclaw.
But the player will be finding different types of gear, as we call it, as you progress through the game. And essentially, we just know that clothes and
Okay, I've went over this in another breakdown video. This is where we would actually upgrade our clothing. As you can see by the little text bubble that's here, gear features one primary offense or defense stat by default. Magical materials can be used with the loom to add and upgrade a secondary stat or apply traits to your gear. Multiple small upgrades can yield a meaningful boost in combat power. New beasts can be rescued at beast dens or unlocked in quests. New trait recipes can be collected in bandit camps. So we actually get to go after bandits. Excellent. Excellent. Looks like I'm raiding. First chest I get, I'm raiding. I don't care.
Different items in the wizarding world can have different magical properties, and as you
Okay, here we have Autumn Jumper Uniform, legendary. Yes, it's legendary. Purple's gonna be rare, blue's gonna be either common or uncommon or common. Though here we can actually go trait slot level 3. We can see it. It has no defense, offense, no upgrades applied, no trait applied. So this is a level 3 trait. But I don't think they go to view upgrade.
as you explore and as you adventure, as you
Extraordinary, which is rare. So again, there is nothing here for no upgrades applied, no offense, no trait.
defeat enemies, you're going to be finding different pieces of the
Superb, which is uncommon. Again, you can see here is a level 1 trait slot.
here that have different pieces of to explore and as you
I'm just going back because
adventure, as you
the Extraordinary has a level 2 trait slot.
defeat enemies, you're going to be finding different pieces of the
Oh, and yes, you can see what we actually came in with. Sitting right here. I don't think you'd be able to do anything with those. I'm not entirely sure.
that have different abilities and that can help you.
Because Alan does not actually go to it. Not Alan 2, the other Alan. Here we have these are the, I think, the traits. Yeah, these are the traits. So we have level 1 traits. There's also level 2 and level 3. Animal ephemeral protection, decreased damage taken by dogbogs. Do keep this in mind. This is actually what you need to actually do the rescue the dogbogs and such. Decreased damage taken by dark wizards, decreased damage taken by goblins, decreased damage taken by inferi, decreased damage taken by spiders, the acromantras, decreased damage taken by trolls. And then you have the lupus protection, which is decrease damage by werewolves.
In your journey and are a major part of you kind of
And as you can see, we have puffskein fur. So you'll be able to collect these no matter what.
growing as a wizard and advancing as a wizard. And so
It's a huge list.
and not all the time whenever you get a new piece of gear, you don't necessarily know exactly what it does.
So we actually seen the trait being applied.
Whenever you get a new piece of gear, you
So the trait's applied.
don't necessarily know exactly.
And that circle is now officially filled with that trait. This is good. We are learning. Though for me, this is actually kind of like second nature. If you're wondering why I'm saying it's kind of like second nature, let me explain. Diablo 3. Along with God of War. Do I need to say anything else? No.
Exactly what it does. And so there's a station inside of the room of requirement that you can conjure. It's one of the first things you conjure, called an identification station.
Okay, so we get to conjure the identification station, which is where we can identify gear. We have no unidentified gear. I wonder if we can change the banners to, say, a different house. That would actually be a lot more better. And as you can see, there is another potion station here as well. I was going to call it a scientific thing, but it's not.
Where you can actually bring that gear that you're uncertain about and learn what its abilities are.
Right, yeah, that's so cool.
And then as the space advances even
The snowy owl. I love it. I love the snowy owl. It looks so cute. Cute and deadly at the same time. I love.
further, and the space will eventually grow its own rooms, and you're going to get new recipes.
Okay, thank you, Ellen, too, for giving us that little bit of tidbit information. We can run with that now. So with what we've seen from the state of play, this area does get filled, but it has more rooms. We get access to more rooms that we can actually use to decorate or build out into what we need it to be. So we can have herbology, growing plants and such in one room, potions brewing in another room, and the main room can be for whatever we need it to be. I am not pleasantly surprised, but I am happy. If you're wondering why I'm not pleasantly surprised, it's because we actually did see the state of play video where I broke that down, and I actually put the same video side by side. One with the room requirement fully decked out, and one with the room requirement not fully decked out. So we have confirmation we can change it up to how we like it, and yes, I am still going to put Halloween stuff up. I don't care. Because every day for me is going to be Halloween.
Like Mackenzie's talking about, all these different things keep expanding, and as it expands, eventually you're going to earn what we see here, which is called a loom. And when you set up a loom, it's an ability to essentially customize exactly which magical properties are on your gear.
Okay, here we have the upgrade gear part. So we can see how the defense goes from 0 to 4. And yes, it's going to cost Mooncarthur. 2 Mooncarthur. So, all up, I'm going to probably say the requirement for each upgrade is going to increase how much we actually use in resources.
Gear, and take any piece of gear and adjust its properties and tweak what it does. And I mentioned earlier.
And also we have Frupa Feather. So we actually get confirmation that Frupas are in the game, and yes, the defense actually goes up by 3. As in times 3. As in 4 times 3. But if you actually want to be even more simply, just go 4 plus 8.
Clear that you can make anything look like anything. The collection of
so we actually got to view the upgrade and such, so it actually didn't. So it is actually going through, but we are actually applying a level. We're applying a trait.
Appearances, we call it, or cosmetics. We've been referring to it in this stream. Those types of things you can use, and you can apply a look to any other look.
So they just added the anti-venom, which is the increased damage from spiders, which is the acromantras. And again, you actually saw how much puffer skin fur. So let me just go back. So each one costs 1 to actually put in. That's fine.
Or cosmetics, we've been referring to it in this stream. Those types of things you can use, and you can apply a look to any other look. So if you get a piece of gear, you put it on, you look like that.
So again, that circle is now officially filled with a trait.
But you can change it.
Trait's being applied.
That's so cool. And like you can just put some ability to the sweater, but then you can just swap.
Yeah.
That ability.
Yep. And apparently.
Swappable abilities. Yeah, second nature to me because of God of War.
This is you can edit whenever you want in the gear screen. The loom is specifically about applying traits.
And they applied the cushioning trait to the autumn jumper uniform. So we do have confirmation of different stuff.
And applying larger upgrades that just kind of grant you.
And we have the Jebbenol Feather. This is to actually upgrade it from 0 to 6.
Greater statistical advantage.
And of course it actually goes up again. So we get Niffler Fur, we have Toadwarts, so we are using more resources to actually upgrade.
Give you really specific abilities that blend in nicely with where you're trying to go with your combat fantasy or talents. And
so offense is still at 0.
I'm just seeing that they're just like pumpkin fur, mooncat fur. Where does that come from?
Yeah, and so you'll notice that the ingredients that are used to add traits and to upgrade your gear.
I will be right back. I do have to take care of something very quickly. So Yeah, I'm looking at my notes as well. They do actually state we'll be talking about creatures coming up. And I'm back. That was very quick, wasn't it? That's the power of OBS and editing. Now we are going to be talking about the creatures.
Are based around beasts. So this is where we get into the beast care section, which is inside this vivarium. And a bigger space on the inside.
Whoa! That was not expecting that to come straight up. But also we have a new tab here that we can actually access via R1. Also, we can actually say that Graphorn is actually a male.
Idea. And so you can see here we have a couple of beasts out. We have a Graphorn and a Mooncalf and a Niffler and a
Mooncalf
Niffle
is also male.
as well. So
Oh my
quite a
God.
variety.
Oh my god, you're just like a.
Oh my god, I can just make out the Niffler here.
Big puppy.
They're
I
so
love
cute.
their cuddling. Oh my god, they're together. Oh, that's so cute.
They're adorable. And so part of beast care is
Oh, you can get the Graphorn to lay. Oh, that's adorable.
petting them as well, but feeding them too. And so once
And
you do
groom?
those things, that's when they feel safe
We can groom.
enough. They'll give you their magical ingredients. So Mooncalf fur, Niffler fur, etc. That can then be used in your gear.
Niffler's male.
And it's like so like intuitive because like that makes sense because when you touch the animals you get some fur leftovers. That's so. Oh my god.
Yeah, we really want to hammer home the fact that this is like a home that you're making for them. So in the overland, you can find these beast dens and rescue these beasts. Part of doing so is crushing them.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that part is from the state of play. I'm sorry, this is from the state of play. Where we see the Niffler get brushed and then it's like, yeah, just tuck the brush away. That is hilarious. That is hilarious itself.
And feeding them food as well, and to build that relationship with
We do see a type of boathouse, I think.
your beast. In addition to be able to care for beasts, you can actually conjure things in this space as well. The house.
Hermione's cat's species is what?
Cottage.
Yeah, right. And so we have like a lot of little ornaments.
We have a Kazal. A Kazal? Is there any way to actually say the name correctly? Also, again, male.
In this area, and a lot of them are purely cosmetic, but they look really cool. Again, it's the personalization of this space.
Oh my goodness. No, this is like I'm gonna spend 8 hours just designing this whole area. To personalize. This is like cool. It's like you have.
I ain't got.
Play.
I'm sorry, Ben. You're gonna spend 8 hours? I ain't going to bed. If I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy on a PS5 or PS4, I ain't going to bed if I'm designing this area. It's the same with the room requirement. If I've unlocked everything, I ain't going to bed until I design it correctly to get the most production out of the room of requirement. It'll be the same with this area. I ain't going to sleep. It'll be the same if I had a PC. If I had the game on PC, I won't be going to sleep. I'll be up all night designing and redesigning the whole thing. Do I want to dance? Do I not want to dance? Does this go here? Do I want this here? I will be designing it the way I want it to get the max out of it.
Area like a personalized fish tank, so to say.
just for the creatures. I love it.
Ah, no, totally. And there's like a decoration aspect, but there's also we were saying inside as well.
Oh, that looked good. So we got the bench.
I love it.
Ah, no, totally.
So we got the stone bench. We got ornate bench and wooden bench.
As well is there's a utility aspect to it too. So as you progress in the game and you're able to purchase
Whoa,
more
whoa! Go back! Whoa! Hang on.
utility aspect to it too. So as you
So we got beast items. We got pathways, stuff that we can place, housing as well. So we have breeding pen, feeding station. I'd be using the feeding station. Trust me, the feeding station will be the first thing I put here. I'll be designing where it all is. The breeding pen is where we can actually increase the beast population to release it back in the wild. That's fine.
progress in the game and you're able to purchase more conjurations, you're able to speed up your process. So one of them, for example, is
Oh, beast feeder budget. Resources required. 8 moonstone. That's fine. Large beast trust that keeps your beast fed.
the food processor, which allows for the beast in the space to automatically get feed, so you don't have to do it manually. And so you're really building the progression for yourself here. In addition, there's also a toy box where you can play with your
Oh my god. We got the moon ball. We got the quaffle for the grip horn. We got yarn for the cat. We got the thing from the Fence Against Dark Arts classroom and the room requirement. We also have a few other balls as well and such.
beasts. You'll see here, yeah. So you can, there's a bunch of toys in it, and each beast has their own favorite toys. So as you can imagine, the moon calf really likes the moon ball, or the needle as like a little cat really likes to chase the yarn ball as well.
Right.
And they're super cute.
Oh my god.
Watching them is so cute.
And the big thing we really wanted to hammer home is that the world is a dangerous place, and so by going and rescuing these beasts and bringing them back here and caring for them, you're really helping them out. There's poachers in the overland who will hunt these beasts for their material. So instead, you're caring for them. You're giving them a home.
Oh my god, it's so Rapport is just gigantic. But
Of course, the grip horn is gigantic. It's like a freaking miniature elephant. For crying out loud.
You could actually
Okay, so we can summon, return to wild, rename, hide menu.
as well. So like you're
Oh, and we also get beast care. Feed and brush this beast, and it will release magical materials that can be woven into gear. Grapphorns are large mountain-dwelling beasts that have a tough hide and 2 sharp horns. The tentacle-like appendages on Grapphorn's face are used for capturing food and tending to their young. Grapphorns are known for their aggressive nature. However, a witch or wizard has been known to befriend one in rare circumstances. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink to CCXP 2022 panel that was never actually shown on the live stream. Very disappointed.
dog.
So getting back into that personalization, we didn't.
Okay, here we can actually rename. I'm renaming my Hippogryph mount Buckbeak.
Want you to just like throw in, oh, here's a Graphorn in here. Like, this can be named whatever Andrew's about to name them.
Bruce. Yes, thank you, Andrew.
Bruce.
Good name.
We've created this really nice space, and you can get additional vivariums, correct, to different kind of aesthetics and.
And we have Moonstones? I think those are Moonstones.
Looks to where you're keeping your beasts and caring for them.
Progression is a big part of this space as well. So as you progress through the story, you will unlock more vivariums. So as you can see, this one's quite meadow themed, big, open, bright. But there's other ones, say like a swamp that you might encounter.
The one that's on the top left. is swamp, or is it the one on the top right? This is going to be interesting. Because this is what I mean. I won't be going to bed if I go into each vivarium just to design the damn things to be set up properly.
And it's really a visual effect to and more space for your feet.
Oh, so it's like those. So when we're inside the room requirement, there's like on the left, there's that moon glow from one entrance, and then some shrubbery going on the right. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Ah, oh, you put trees in here too. Oh my goodness.
Twisted tree.
And another thing with the beast care that I think is great, tying back to the same kind of thing that you did with like the broom, where the broom is not just a method of travel; it's actually built in and integrated into the world. In the same way, like beast care isn't just this added element. You're not just throwing it on top. There's really this like narrative and integration to.
Yeah, everything.
Moonstone,
So,
I was right. I called it. I called it.
progress through the missions, you'll expand the space. As you earn resources, you'll go into Hogsmeade and use them to.
Standing stone. There's that fountain. There's that fountain from the library.
Unlock the gameplay here and unlock new conjurations and different things to play around with in the open world.
Then
It's
we got
in
this
those
one?
different.
What's this? So that I know that's from the library. Unicorn, werewolf, trolls, and everything else. And I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Oh, and I didn't realize I was actually covering the name there. Just tricked myself a little bit. There we go. So as we can see, we have a large hippogryph statue. Just a statue of the half horse, half eagle beast. We also have the mermaid. We have the one that's outside the library. We have a standing stone, and I'm guessing this is a dragon of sorts.
In those different environments, like the different combat and conflicts and bandit camps and different things like that exist in the Overland, those things are what hold
That's large.
recipes that exist in the loom. So all these things have a way of connecting. Moonstone that you find out in the world is the resource that we use to conjure everything. That's found throughout the world. Forgeables are.
Okay, so we get confirmation. Excuse me. We get confirmation that Moonstone is found around the world. That's even better. That's good. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is actually over an hour, 20 minutes. Hey, if you actually stuck around this long, you're probably digesting all that information.
Used for recipes. So really,
Ooh, we got pumpkins, hammer and anvil.
everything's like a cycle and keeps you coming back.
But
And of course,
even the story that's
we can see the well there anyway. So
being told too. I think people know who Poppy is, and that she has a particular affinity for beasts.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything we're seeing here, you're going to be venturing out into the world, and this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. Even of
okay, if you can see below where the bar is for the video itself, the runtime of it, you will see next to that pause, the autoplay section, the change size. We can rotate object and confirm. Also, we can hold
kind of like your interactions with beasts in that narrative. So you bringing up Poppy,
L2.
there are more kind of mysteries to discover and things to discover out in the world that have to do with her and that have to do with caring for beasts. And so
Wait, we get more information that there's stuff to do with Poppy. Okay, I'm fine with that.
different characters have their own stuff that just kind of make this all just kind of the beginning of your journey.
Well, we could spend hours in here, but we're gonna have to end the stream now. What do you think about what you've seen today?
I mean, I'm just so blown away by how beautiful it looks. The open world seems so detailed, and there's so many things to do. And like the combat, we're gonna spend like 2 weeks or more just breaking it down by pieces.
I'm sorry. We're not going to be spending more than 2 weeks. We're not going to be spending 2 weeks. We're going to be spending a month long breaking everything down. So everyone who thinks, oh, I'm going to speedrun this game in 2 weeks, you're in for a very bad shock.
There's just so much to this world. Like, I'm so happy you guys did this overall gameplay.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got more for you to discover and find on your own. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Hogwarts Legacy is available for pre-order now. It releases February 10th with 72-hour early access for owners of the Collector's, Deluxe, and Digital Deluxe Edition. We're going to wrap things up, but first we've got a little surprise for you. Bye!
I like Ben Snow's reaction. Surprise? What are you talking about, boy? Headmaster's office. Chamber of Secrets. Chamber of Secrets moment. What just happened? Is that a new dungeon that we get to explore in the Headmaster's office via that book? This raised more questions than answers. Also, if we remember Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Tom Riddle's diary was a Horcrux. One that Harry stabbed through with the Basilisk Fang before Fawkes healed him with Phoenix Tears. Excuse me. Yes, I am very sorry this is over an hour and 30-minute long video of a breakdown. Go remember, we were pausing and talking here. We have more than enough information. The video itself gave us more information on what we can collect in game. Also, I'm a bit disappointed that I won't be able to go through Haunted Hogsmeade questline early. That's a bummer. Even though I have a PS4. For me to actually have a PS5 and a better screen to play it on. Play Hogwarts Legacy on. Yeah. That's a lot of money on my end, considering I do these videos for my own interests as well. But yeah, over an hour and 30 minutes of breakdown. Like I said, we did actually get confirmation of new icons. We got confirmation of beast dens. We got confirmation of 2 beasts. 2 magical beasts that we never seen in the trailers, including the state of play gameplay, state of play videos, and the first gameplay video. Also, this video that we actually were watching was pre-recorded 4 days ago, before it was released. Hence why I showed you Avalanche WB Instagram, where it actually showed the dance. And I do mean them dancing, which is around this section. I mean, I love the windmill, love the wheel in the background here turning, water wheel. So this is what I mean. This video was actually done 4 days ago, so they could actually do a whole lot of things, including production, as in, like, please wait, the whole aspect of this as well. because this gameplay was already captured before this. So that video was before this video down here. Before that. Or that was with this. Because this is actually captured on a, even though this is actually met on a PS5 dev kit, this is actually connected to a PC running a game capture. Which is connected to this video to get the reaction, which is then connected to another PC. Yeah, it's a whole lot of video production that goes over 4 days before the video release. Yes, the live chat was live. This chat was live. As we can say, when we play from here, the chat is live. That is the only thing that was live. Okay? This whole chat was live. This whole video that we watched was not a live video. Excuse me. Someone's asking for apologies and compensate for PS4 and Xbox One users. Please, everyone, remember, this was actually built on a PS5 for next-gen consoles. For current gen, I should say, not past-gen. Hogwarts Legacy was built for current-gen consoles, not last-gen consoles. You're saying, oh, but the Nintendo Switch OLED Nintendo Switch OLED is current gen. I can call it all. I can call it past gen. Nintendo is actually in the works of actually beefing up a new model Nintendo Switch that could be classified as a new gen of Nintendo Switch. Don't take my word for it, okay? I'm just taking what I've heard as a pinch of salt rumor. But yeah, we had a whole lot to unpack in this video. We had transition of the broom. We can see this area that we're coming up to. This is part of the state of play. This is the state of play part where we see Natsumai and we actually see this house in the background while the blue flame here is actually activated in green. We also have another icon here, which means we go there, we can actually start something to actually inquire about something. Not to mention we also have chest icons, which is something that we never got to see in the state of play video. We got to see in the gameplay video, gameplay showcase 1 video I should say. This is the gameplay showcase 2 video. And yes, this is actually, I think spring. And again, we have a different character. Now, I can go here. This is a hamlet of sorts. I'm still trying to figure out what this is. I know this is a dock of some sort, but is it for bringing things in or shipping things out? Don't know. We do know there's a page here. We do know there's a chest up here. So virtually just make a beeline. Even on the other side. We know there's something here from ancient wizards that we can actually interact with. We know there's a page here that we can grab. We know we can drink the butterbeer. And yes, we do have a transition for the Hippogryph mount. We do know there's a number of signs on the signposts. Very beautiful transition. I could just go over this video in another video, just highlighting bits and pieces, but this was a breakdown video of the gameplay showcase 2, which is why this is an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm going to be ending here. So I'm just going to go back to here. Now, there was something that we could look at. Right here. I should actually be using the spacebar. Yeah, now yeah. So we can actually drink the tea here. There's also a mirror here. There's a telescope. We have all these. We got a sun, moon. We got a bust here. We got a timepiece here. We have a statue. We have another statue that's looks like it's not meant to be there. We also have something that goes into here, so there's that. There's also this. There's this thing down here. We have the scales. We have feather and quill, crystal ball maybe. We also have an area down here with the pensieve. So the pensieve is a blink and you miss. So that's the pensieve, I think. It could be something else, but I'm calling it the pensieve for now. Okay, I'm calling that pensieve because we have actually seen the pensieve before. So this could be the housing for it. And there's also another blink and you miss it moment where we actually get to see the inside of the book from a different angle. Right there. And that's where I'm going to be leaving it. So if anyone can actually grab a screenshot of that and enlarge it, I'd be happy. Also clean it up and everything else. I'll be happy to actually see that. So I will see you all next video, which would be the day 16 for the LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendar of 2022.